you see the way how LA was questioning Mr. T.
Mr. T,
He didn't let him finish talking
yeah, there were
before
a
he
lot of...
give him another question. So it was like cutting off, and so he started talking about something that he go over to talking about something else. So he wasn't getting the full thing.
This just came up to me. Let me just sorry to cut you in, but before I forget, in the interview that the family and the crocodile, the hyena, gave on One North Coast, an umbrella.
You were gone. I just heard when Jayden left Little Caesar.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, when Jayden left Little Caesar, I bought him an umbrella. And then nobody picked up on it. And then she just quickly switched it to talk about someday he came home and he was all wet and she had to give him her umbrella. When you get a chance, go back to that.
I didn't get that one. I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, she said so in that interview. She said when Jayden left Little Caesar, she bought him an umbrella. And then nobody picked up on it. That interview she did on One North Coast. And then she just went right into saying now, when she realized nobody picked up on it, to talk about a day when he came home and he was all wet and she had to give him her umbrella. Yeah. So there were a lot of things that were said, just like you're saying, with the LA interview that slipped away because, a lot of people were throwing questions, and we're really grateful for, whoever. Were you part of that first interview?
We were not. We were not a part of the interview. HRH was a part of the interview.
Somebody
we just no. Okay. We wasn't a part of it. We just was following up the case and listening to what was going on and trying to make sense of what was said. That's what we were doing.
Yes. Yeah, man. Yes. I know Lavely was there. Yeah. Your voice sounded like somebody that was there. That's why I asked. But those people, Lavely included, did a very good questioning. But just like you were saying, questions were being thrown because I guess everybody was glad they were there, wanted to get some answers out. But like in the LA, didn't let... Because even when he was explaining, Mr. T, about the pharmacy, if he didn't press, we wouldn't know exactly where, because at one point he paused to try to remember it and LA was talking over him and him said, wait the man, and say, yeah man, Stranger's Pharmacy.
Right. Yeah. And Stranger's Pharmacy is right across from the hospital.
Yeah. Right away I went to Google it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not familiar with Mandeville like that. Yeah. I've only been in and out for work when I was in Jamaica. So I went and Googled it. How far away is Strangers? And the map brought it up. It's right there, neck and neck.
Right.
Just
it's
a
right
pedestrian crossing away.
Just cross the road. Cross the road. Yes. And, I was looking into things like the places where they mention you can check the camera. So I was saying two things. Is either Mr. T, is just throwing Shanique under the bus because people were thinking that he's really protecting her, right?
Yeah. Thanks, GDK21.
I didn't see protection. I see him just talking, right? And what I did see is that the stories sometimes wasn't lining up. So it was a game of trying to figure out who is the truth, whose story is the truth, whose story is accurate. Mr. T seems a little bit short when it comes to timing. Because in every single thing that he mentioned with timing, every aspect he was off. So I literally said, we can't use Mr. T timing. But then it goes down to Mr. T has stayed consistent.
Right.
And this is why I stopped looking now at Mr. T and start looking at the other side. Because the time frame, if you follow the time frame, inconsistency is not coming from Mr. T.
No.
It's coming from the other side. So now that is what I'm saying. When the more you listen, is the wider your mind space goes. And this young lady, if she does not come out and openly, because it's not a secret, it's not, this case is not a secret. If she doesn't come out openly and show this is my truth, this is the truth, show proof and everything,
right,
guilty.
Which you're making sense. Yes,
because why I'm saying this, her time frame and Mr. T time frame isn't adding up. You can't have two truths,
right,
and the opposite side. One of them is lying, and whoever is lying know more than
what they're saying. You're right. You're absolutely right. But again, when you talk about the footage, here we go again now, because if Triangel's pharmacy, some people, if they don't have like a huge storage space, then the tape rolls over. So with time elapse, if the police didn't go and get this stuff all this time, then you begin to wonder what after months what's going on.
And then what I want to see, as to her, I don't want the police to show me an itinerary, because the police have more authority.
Yeah, man, they can get.
The general public can search and find not an itinerary, but can find flight details and stuff. The police can actually tell who was on the plane.
Exactly.
Because just to say that plane would have fallen out the sky, they have to give account for how many passengers on board. Not everybody who book a ticket. Not everybody who would book a ticket and have an itinerary made it on the plane.
Oh, we just one North Coast come in. Bless up yourself, one North Coast.
I can have an itinerary and change my flight.
Exactly. So when that came out, I was like, no, dear. I am not convinced. Why wouldn't you just show us the boarding pass? Give us that at least, that you have. Why are you going to show us this itinerary? We don't care about it. And it took you so long? If you know you're innocent, come on. Oh, yo, GDK, why the police? Listen, that is something that has baffled my mind, because if we are looking for a missing child and you have a footage,
let me answer that one. Answer that one. I called the police department. Yes. I spoke to the superintendent. I spoke to at least 3 different rank at the police station in Manchester. What they make me know, that the law in Jamaica is that if they have the active thing going on, they cannot just show the footage like that. It has to go to the command, and they have to.
That the law they want crush up on that shit.
Exactly, they have to sit. So
in 2026, and then they said
I could. Yes, and they said that only way that I could get it to go to that office is that I have to be present. I have to be present and speak in person, and then they will hear me, take my concern, send it off to them,
and then file 13.
Exactly.
Oh God.
There's like a lot of roses.
So you see what we're talking about now with this case. Now we have to broaden it out to say all them foo-foo laws they wanna have need to change. It's 2026.
Right. Any first world country you go into and a child is missing and there's any form of footage with that child, that thing is plastered on every channel that you can find.
Of course, I know that because me follow up crime anyway it happen. Me just look from Jamaica, me looking crime all over, me listening to people like Nancy Grace, me I listen to experts. So all the talking is garbage. That law is outdated. That was
Very
before
much
cameras
so.
came in.
Very
We
much
want a
so.
law now to match cameras. What's the point
And
of you
they,
putting up cameras all over the place, boasting about Jamaica Eye, and then we can't see anything? We should be able to even see if somebody steal a car and go in here, catch them one place. You can show the public looking out for this color car with license plate, blah, 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 blah.
and they said they saw him.
Right, GDK. This is the man.
The police department, they saw him and Jamaica Eye.
Them
So
thing
I'm
make me
saying,
get upset.
so I'm saying, where's that footage? Like,
Yes.
why, you know? And when was that?
I wonder
Because
who showed with this footage. I don't know if you saw it, you know. There was a lady that was kidnapped right along Old Hope Road in the vicinity of Downer Avenue, right where the Diabetes Association is. And they showed us when she screamed out as the people came out of the van to put her in the vehicle. So I don't know.
You're talking about the 50-something-year-old lady that they found her body somewhere in Manchester?
I don't even
Was
think
that
they
one?
found her body up to today.
There's one of them that they saw pushing
She's
into
another
a vehicle
one that
and they found.
disappeared, poof, off the planet,
Yes.
like Jayden and the girl that from UE.
Dean.
Jasmine Dean.
Yeah.
Just disappear into thin air. The police.
Listen, we have been always
Oh,
following up
cry.
cases of missing people, you know.
I won't
Jayden isn't
cry.
the first.
I know.
Jayden isn't the first that we were talking about.
Oh,
So
God.
we used to just sit down and talk about what's going on and these people, you know, prior to we used to you know, do a lot of stuff, but Jayden came and Jayden kind of take up a lot of the things, because we were supposed to have a talent show. We're supposed to have a
Yes,
talent
I heard
show.
Tiger talk about the
Yes,
talent
and
show.
we canceled it.
Yeah, but you know something else that gets me. You know, like as a Jamaican, well, I know if I was there, maybe I would be just a one man or one woman mouthpiece. Because a whole lot of things has bothered me about the country that even when I said it to my colleagues back home, nobody took me on, because I was concerned about ambulance before I left there 9 years ago. And I was saying to my coworker, can you imagine if I should drop down in the street, I just lay there and dead like a dog because there's no ambulance to come and get me and take me to get care. And I mean,
Or fire truck.
Yeah, they didn't even take me on. I mean, so these are the things I'm talking about. We have heard so many cases of people getting burned, and by the time they set up a GoFundMe, they die. And one lady, no, it happened to her. It came knocking at her door that she sadly lost 2 children in a fire that broke out in Spanish Town. And now she's calling for a burn unit. And I'm like, lady, me are the one woman in the wilderness. I said, why everybody sit down? I go wait until it come at your door? I see it had to come to her door for her to speak. We have to get out of that, man. Wake up, it's 2026. Anything that you see happen to somebody can come right at your door.
Yes, and that's the thing. You know, when I talk to some people literally on the ground that can, you know, do a little bit more, they say like if it was their family member, they would have do this, they would have do that, but it's not your family member, so what?
Let me tell you something.
You're waiting for it to be your family member?
You know, there was a YouTuber who would say, we don't believe you, we need more people. You know why I don't believe them? If you can drag my memory to when or many years ago, the situation happened with George Floyd. And is the whole of Jamaica down there demonstrate about George Floyd?
You're going too far.
I say, but you don't have no own issues.
No, you're going too far. What about the little girl that was that went missing in at the island there?
Over there in Guyana?
Guyana, right?
Okay. Okay.
And the Jamaicans are talking, we stand with you, and I
Oh, no, shut
went
your mouth. I don't understand
and
with nobody. Look at
it
Jayden
was like
case.
a
No, you
thousand,
know.
it was 1,000 and something children missing in Jamaica. Not one,
And nobody, it doesn't
nothing was
concern a
done.
soul. Eh? That's why I say I don't believe them.
Yes.
I believe you by your action. Why?
Exactly.
And you see this thing where, boy, me afraid, me afraid. But the same person who is saying that now, if something should happen to your family member, you're going to be coming to the public to ask them to give information. So only you can be scared? Come on, man. We have to wake up and smell some coffee brewing now, man.
Okay, guys, sorry, the live are closed. We don't know what TikTok give me restriction for.
Oh. All right, no problem. That's good to be here.
Nice talking to you.
They give me 20 stock countdown. Okay, then have a nice day and thank you for.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. All right.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Thanks.
All righty. Good night, everyone.
Good night, guys, and thank you.